It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got an Eminem live performance of Houdini that I wanted to dive into and check out. And I want to say that he did another song. I can't remember the name now. It's a classic one with him and Dre. You probably know what I'm talking about. We will do that one as well in the next couple of days. This week you might see a little less on the reaction side of things. I might miss a day or two or just not do 3 in a day. I've just not been in the mood to do bulk recordings right now. It's just been a lot of shit going on, and I'm trying to eat healthier, work out, get outside. Although none of you guys really give a shit. That's not why you're here. So I don't know why I'm even telling you this. But I just figured I would let you know that if you guys watch my videos on a regular basis, it might be a little bit less this week to next week. And then we should get back into the normal swing of things. So I do appreciate you guys. Houdini, live performance. I don't know, where was this? Where did this take place? Doesn't even say. Somebody let me know. I'm curious.
Guess who's back?
London.
Back again.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Shady's back.
I forgot that he was out there doing like a meet and greet and stuff.
Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Let's go, bro.
Well, look what the short from. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in the Chrysler to the cipher with the bikes perks and a Bud Light shirt. Typical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. Now I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I make mistakes.
This flow switch right here is gonna be one of my favorites on the entire album. Like, I just like the feel of it. It's just so smooth into a nice dope flow that I don't know that I've heard him use before.
Chrysler to the cipher with the bikes perks and a Bud Light shirt. Typical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. Now I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I make mistakes. If I was to ever take a lead, it would be a friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for making feed, Stallion if she would collab with me. Would I really have a shot at a feed? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back.
I like as he starts to go into the Megan line, the drummer in the background smiling. You know he thinks that shit's funny.
It would be a friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for making feed, Stallion if she would collab with me. Would I really have a shot at a feed? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back. If hands up!
I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Abracadabra. Just like that in the background.
Now back in the days of opium, right around the time I became a dopey, ate some codeine as a way of coping. Take the low beat, gets cakes of opie, turn me into a smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy.
Cause I had zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out.
See, now this is something that I feel like people need to pay attention to. It's not, it doesn't apply to other big rappers, because I don't think there's any big rappers that do this. You guys let me know if you've noticed in the comments, but a lot of upcoming rappers, especially nowadays, and a lot of people that I've even known from the scene and stuff like that, nobody big, but you know, you meet a lot of people when you do this shit, and there are a handful of people that when they do performances, they literally just play the track in the background and rap over the track. And I get it. It's more comforting because the track is always there, and it's almost like you're just kind of listening in the car and singing along with, you know what I mean? So I get where apparently I can't talk. So I get where that comfort comes from, and it just makes it seem like, you know, if I mess up, it's not as obvious because there's the whole song playing. But in reality, that should not be the way that you go about it. Like, I'm a little older, obviously, so when I was first starting to rap and I did my first couple of shows and tried an open mic and stuff, I was so nervous. I was so nervous, but there was no way that I could get on that stage and play the song and rap over it because I would have been booed and laughed at and kicked off the stage. Like, there was a period of time where you couldn't do that. It wasn't acceptable at all. Nowadays, it seems like people just don't care. As long as you do a decent performance or you don't have the big enough crowds, they don't really mind as much, or, you know, whatever it is. But I'm listening to this and it's like, so obviously M is rapping. It's just the beat playing and him filling in the verses. And I mean, it seems like such an obvious thing, right? It's always been this way, especially with Eminem, Jay-Z, the big rappers and stuff. But it's like, you either need to get a hype man that could then fill in the end of some bars, because inevitably you might run out of breath at points, right? Like, you try to rehearse it and get an idea of where that's going to be. But if you have someone who knows the verses, they can end some of your bars with you. if you don't run out of breath, it's almost like they're just a layered vocal that emphasizes it, which makes it dope. But if you do run out of breath, they fill it in for you. Then at this part right here, he actually kept the vocals from the song in, which is a genius idea in this situation because it actually works really well where it adds to the sound of what he's rapping at this certain part. And I think that that's a good idea. Now, if you don't have a hype man, you could do that. You could go in and have the person who mixed your song, or if you did it yourself, and cut and leave just like the last couple of words for the rhyme scheme itself, like as far as like the multi-syllables that rhyme, and you can leave those in at the end of like every bar or every other bar. So that way when you're performing it, it's still just you performing, but it could, fill in if you run out of breath. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm listen, one of those days I'm having a hard time elaborating shit without talking for like 20 minutes, but I'm just saying that people need to get used to doing that. I know it's a little bit more scary, and if you mess up, you mess up. Like if all of a sudden you forget your lyrics, it's just beat playing, and you're like I get that it's a very nerve-wracking situation to be in, but you want to learn that sooner than later and not get comfortable with always having a track in the background, because that's just not it. It's just not it.
Into sonic face emoji. It may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation.
So like right here, I feel like the vocals now are gonna kick in the background. If I'm not mistaken, it's this part, and it adds to it. Like he's obviously still rapping over it, and like for that reason, I think it's dope. Where it's adding to the sound, it's changing up the feel of it for a minute.
Has zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turning into Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running nickel speed, and that's why I'm ahead like I'm the fight y'all get in. When you debate who the best, but I'm white chalky. I step up to that mic. Not again.
I'm about to reach in my back.
Obviously, M makes that shit look easy because this man been performing at a high level in front of monstrous crowds for like 2+ decades. So this is everyday life to him at this point.
Just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If he could see the way shit is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name?
Let's go. Yeah, I get hyped up. I'm mad because like the one person who is in my favorite list as far as like the top 3, right? Like DMX, I don't know if I'd say he's top 3. He's up there though, because I listen to a lot of DMX. I don't think he's the most lyrical, clearly, or anything, but his music was just so powerful when he was dropping, and it just had such a dope feel to it. The party music, like all that shit, just making you want to go out and just F some shit up. Like DMX was that guy. So he's up there, but he's passed away. I don't think Jay does performances or anything anymore. He doesn't have to. The man's made over $1 billion. Nas, I think Nas might still perform sometimes. So maybe at some point I'll be able to catch Nas. And then you have like Eminem. Like all the people that I have in my top list, a lot of them don't perform anymore. And I've never seen any of them live. And it kind of upsets me. So it's like if there becomes a chance where M does do at least a little mini tour or something, hits New York or somewhere close by, I feel like I have to go to it. I have to go to it. It's unfortunate that I didn't go back when he was, in his peak and going crazy. Not that he's not dope now, but it just, you know what I'm saying? That era of time was just, it hit different. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But I would love to go to something now. I just feel like it'd be an experience after all these years of being a fan to actually experience that and just be there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate you guys. We're going to dive into some more stuff off of this live performance. I found one other. I assume there's more than just the 2 that I found. So we'll have to look and see what else he performed. But let me know in the comments. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.